Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Chronically Glitched. I'm your host Martina and today I'm joined by my mum. This episode is just the two of us sitting down for a bit of a conversation, a bit of a chat. We didn't go in with a strict agenda or plan. I just wanted to let the conversation flow and go where it needs to go. So here's episode 3 with my mum, Colette. Hello Mum, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So I just wanted to get you in to have a chat about ill health because you've got your own ill health issues.
Yeah.
And also to get your perspective on my ill health and what you saw and thought as things went wrong.
Yeah, that's fine.
So shall we start with me first?
Yes.
Get me out of the way.
Yes, definitely.
So I refer to it as the turning point in my illness as the buttermilk incident.
Oh, definitely.
So I just wanted to see what you thought sort of that night, what you saw, because you came over.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you think at that point? Did you think it was going to be as big as what it turned out to be for my health, or did that come later?
Yeah. No, I don't think I thought. I just thought you were having an allergic reaction.
Yeah.
So, well, an unknown thing at that point. We didn't realise what it was. And obviously, because you've got a nut allergy over the years, I'm used to seeing what you're like with reactions to things.
Because our bodies do what we always say, don't we? That when it doesn't want something, it rejects it straight away.
Yeah, really good in many ways.
So, because a lot of people I always say to you, don't I, that people think when you say, "Oh, my body didn't like that," or "I was allergic to that," and they'll say, "Well, how do you know? Because it will pass through your system, so it takes so many hours." But ours don't. We're both the same. That we just.
You can virtually taste it.
Yeah.
The thing that you're allergic to.
It just forces it straight out of you. Pretty much like my nose piercing I did. When I pierced my nose, it didn't like the metal in it, so it was forced it out.
I'm not having that.
Yeah. So go on. What was it?
So I think the severity of it was shocking.
Yeah.
The reaction you had. But it was obviously not anything to do with nuts whatsoever, because that's a different thing. Your throat closes up.
Yeah.
But you were just in so much pain and being sick all the time and sort of lapsing in and out of consciousness.
Yeah.
So it was such a great episode. I just couldn't fathom it out at all. It
was like my body being in trauma. Yeah. It was traumatic, wasn't it? It was really traumatic.
Yeah. And I kept saying when Gary phoned for the ambulance, I kept saying, tell them she's not responding because you were just completely out of it. Yeah. So, and then true to NHS style, you were taken off to hospital, but then they sent you home. Yeah. Like Walking Dead. So I've never had a shock like that, apart from when you'd had a cesarean and they threw you out then as well.
Yeah.
So, so no.
It's a pattern of my body goes through a traumatic experience and then they took me straight out of hospital. Yeah. And then you're left to cope with everything. Yeah. When you've not really received any what feels like personal care, really. That's right, they medically treat you as quick as they can and chuck you out. Yeah. But your mind has not got over what your body's just gone through.
But I think, how long did it take to get over it when you got home then? The poisoning, really, basically.
I think it was about 2 weeks or so. I was
quite a
off
while.
work.
And then bit by bit you started being ill. Yeah. And then better, ill and better.
And never quite recovering properly before something else was wrong with me.
Yeah. So no, I didn't expect it to lead to all of this, really. It's quite a shock.
And then, obviously, as time passed, we made lists of everything that was wrong with me, and we both came up with the same thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
I was looking up ME, and you said look up ME.
Yeah. Well, I said to you, have you ever heard of something called ME?
Yeah.
And when you looked up, everything that was wrong with you was on the list.
On the list.
So I think that's how we first thought about it.
And then, so then we went together. Didn't you come with me to the doctors? I took you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
For moral support.
Yeah.
Because we know how they like to.
That's right.
When we went to the doctors, we took our list with us and said that all these things on here I've got. And luckily, he was a good doctor, and he just said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what he did then was, you have to have all the tests, don't you?
Yeah.
So I did the MRI scan.
That's right. Were they all prior to COVID?
Yes.
Prior to lockdown.
The year before COVID.
Yeah.
It was. And they had to send me for an MRI and every blood test going, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then once they all came back negative is when my referral actually went through to the ME clinic, because they wouldn't touch it until you'd had everything ruled out.
Right, yeah.
And then it was my appointment for the ME clinic was due something like, when did COVID start? 2020?
Well, we moved here in 2019. September 2019, so I'd say the following year, spring the following year, was it?
So my appointment, I got my appointment through before Christmas. It was in 2019, and my appointment was for 2020, and it was like 6 months waiting list or something. And then obviously COVID happened.
That's right.
So my appointment landed in the COVID time. So what they did was they cancelled it and said that they would issue an appointment once the clinic reopens, which was 1.5 years later.
That's right, yeah.
So I think that if I'd have gone to that appointment as planned, if COVID hadn't have happened and I'd have gone to that as planned, I'd have got specialist advice.
Yeah.
But instead, I did the opposite of what they would have advised me.
Yeah.
I soldiered through, and also during COVID, because I worked for a hospital, I went into work every day.
That's right. Because at that point also, is it NICE who have the guidelines? NICE was saying to do small amounts of exercise, and then they discovered that it has a detrimental effect on people with ME.
Yeah.
So they withdrew it, and I don't even know if they've put any on now, because it took years. They took it off.
There is some nice guidelines
now. Some now.
Yeah.
So you had nobody to guide you, really?
No, I didn't, and I did all the wrong things, because I went to work Monday to Friday full time, and then because of COVID, I'd then go to Tesco's and go and do the shopping for us and anything you needed. So, and then come back, and then obviously you've got your family life.
Yeah.
So I was non-stop. And I remember saying to my boss, I woke up one day and went into it, and I said, I've got that feeling in my body, like when you know you're doing too much and your body's aching. I said, and you're like think, oh, well, it must be doing it some good, when you've exercised a lot. And she looked at me funny as if she said, and I went, what should my body don't feel like that?
Yeah.
So my body was totally under strain.
Yeah.
It felt like I'd been running marathons.
Yeah. And because you'd had no guidance, you didn't know much about pacing or anything like that, did you?
So it just, I think I ruined my body. And then going to work and then being off sick for a long time, I'd start to feel a bit more normal and just try and think, well, how can I fit working now? Not got back to normal ever, did I?
No, never.
Just how can I fit working, because I had to pay the mortgage.
That's right, yeah.
And pay all the bills. So it, I think constantly going back to work, I just totally messed my body up totally.
Plus it was a really stressful job.
It was a stressful job, yeah.
So mentally as well, yeah. How many emails did you used to get when you went to work on a Monday? It was hundreds,
it was
wasn't
constant, yeah. It was just constant all day as well. So
so very stressful job.
Yeah. So I think that totally, because I never got any better from then, did I? Just went worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, to the point where we tried everything as well to keep in work, working from home, reducing my hours, passing work off, but nothing helped.
Well, you'd be laid in bed with the laptop next to you, trying to work and dropping off to sleep.
And then as soon as it hit like 4 o'clock, shut my laptop and be asleep for the night.
Yeah.
Not eating.
Yeah.
Just because I had no energy to do anything else. But when you've got a mortgage to pay for and a family, it's very hard, isn't it? I couldn't move back in with my parents, as people say they do. I couldn't rely on my husband to bring the money in and me give up work on none of those things. No. So circumstance made me carry on. Yeah.
You did well for a long time.
Yeah.
But it comes a point where you've just got to think about yourself then.
Yeah.
And just bite the bullet.
Which is what I've done now. But anyway, shall we move on to you? Enough about me.
What do you want to know?
So you tell us about some of your health problems, because you've got your own set of issues. You've got your own issues.
So I've had 2 foot of my large intestine removed due to diverticulitis. And that was discovered because I started having uncontrolled bouts of diarrhea, no matter what I ate, and everything I tried just didn't work. So I'm now left with lower anterior section syndrome, where
LARS.
Known as LARS, lower anterior resection syndrome. That's the one. And I've actually, funnily enough, I went to see a bowel specialist, and I said to him, everything I've read points to the fact that I've got this syndrome that many people end up with if they have part of the bowel removed. And he said to me, I don't think you had that part removed. Right? All right. What was I doing in hospital for 2 weeks then? Having a long lie-in. So obviously he had to examine me in front of my husband, who was sat at the bottom of the bloody bed, which is so embarrassing.
No dignity.
No dignity at all. And obviously with LARS, you can't control going to the toilet, so I was quite worried about what he might find when he did it.
I always think that whenever I've had anything like that.
It's so disgusting. Anyway, he examined me and he went, "Oh yes, I can feel where it was cut away. You are right. You have got lower."
Oh, you're right. Do you know your own body?
Yes, silly woman. Silly woman.
Silly woman. What's she on about?
And so I said, well, what can be done about it? Absolutely nothing, apart from have all your bowel removed. Yeah. So I've explained to Martina that a bag is for life.
For life, yes.
Whereas, yes, I do have bouts of uncontrolled diarrhea, but perhaps twice a week.
Yeah.
So rather than have to worry about a bag every day, I'd still rather plough on as I am for now anyway.
At least you know that if you did have to have a bag at some point, Steve doesn't.
Oh,
he'd easily sort that for you.
Would, yeah, he wouldn't.
That's
mind.
My mum's husband, Steve.
Yeah.
Not just some random bloke, Steve.
Yeah. Yeah.
He would help you with things like that. He's very good like that.
Yeah, he was all right when we had a caravan and he had to empty it all down the hole, wherever you empty it when you're on a site.
Because he lived in that caravan how
6 weeks.
6 weeks in a caravan in cold in my brother's garden.
In between properties, yeah. So as a result of that operation anyway, I also have osteoporosis and
secondary. That's what they
secondary.
call them, isn't it? Secondary.
And thirdly,
thirdly,
I have pernicious anemia because I just don't have food in myself inside me long enough for it to give me any vitamins or anything like that. So.
And what we always say is, how come when we're getting rid of all this food so quick, why aren't we ever losing any weight? I seem to get bigger.
Yeah, I'm a sort of 14 knocking on 16.
Yeah.
How? Because I don't hardly eat anything. It's just, I think we've just got...
Hardly eat anything. When you eat it, it comes straight out. So what is happening
We must have chubby insides.
Chubby insides.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, it happens about twice a week. But it's one of those invisible illnesses.
That's right, we've not mentioned that. Invisible illnesses.
Invisible illness. So
people think that you're all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my most hated thing.
Yeah.
They see you for 5 minutes and think, oh, she's all right. She looks great.
Oh, yeah, Martina looked great.
Yeah, that's because I've not done anything for days in preparation for you coming to see me for 10 minutes.
But yeah, it's just something people don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like I said to you before, that girl that I went to college with who'd had glandular fever.
Yeah. Which is one of the things people say.
Yeah, and it was obviously ME she had. But the only good thing about COVID is now it's not good for people that they're getting long COVID, but it's stimulating research into it.
Research for it, yeah.
Because it's very similar, isn't it, to ME?
Yes.
It has a lot of the symptoms.
I was referred the year before COVID for symptoms, but dating back 2 years.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, unless I was the first person, what do they call it? Patient A, patient zero. Then no, it wasn't long COVID.
Yeah. But when you do get referred anyway, hospital appointments and things like that, they're a nightmare for you.
Yeah. Because
they wipe you out, don't they?
Yeah, so I don't go to any. I always ring, well, luckily my ME clinic stuff and my psychology appointments that I had was able to be done over the phone or video call. Which that all came about through COVID as well, because before COVID...
Oh, yeah, it should have had to be face-to-face. So, same with the doctor.
Yeah.
But they don't want to go back to face-to-face now. What about the incident you had? Because one of the doctors is particularly good and he's really understanding. Yeah. But do you remember when you got, I think she was a locum.
The locum.
And you told you had a crash.
I phoned up to say that I'd got... what I call an ME crash, which is well known.
Textbook thing, yeah.
I called it that because I've been reading about it so much. And it's when you get PEM, post-exertional malaise. I can never say it.
Post-exercise malaise.
Not exercise.
No, not exercise.
Exertional.
Existential.
And
I've just been reading about it,
so I've had a big flare up, hadn't I? And I was really poorly. And when I get that poorly and it lasts for that long, I get severely depressed. So I phoned the doctors and I spoke to a locum. And every time I said that I've had a ME chronic fatigue crash, she kept asking me, "You've had a car crash?" No, I suffer with ME chronic fatigue syndrome, and I've had and I even said what we call a crash, where your symptoms all flare up. And she said, "So you've had a car crash?" And I said, "No, I've not had a car crash." And then I spoke to her for ages, didn't I? And then even at the end she said again, "So have you had a car crash?"
Yeah.
No.
God. There's
so I felt no support there, because I was really ringing for support for my mental health at that point, because when it gets to that stage when I'm poorly for that long and feel that dreadful, my mental health really suffers. So I was ringing to get some support for that. All she did was anger me, which is no help at all.
Who was the nurse that actually came out once?
Social services.
That's
you're
right.
about.
Yeah.
So we had the occupational therapist visit. The occupational therapist.
Yeah.
So, emergency response therapy team.
Oh right, yeah.
They came out because I was stuck in bed, and were concerned about me not moving around. So they came to see what they could do to help me, at least get me downstairs during the day. And they said that they could do a few things, but they were going to send the social services from council to come and look at the property to see what they could do. But they were all lovely, weren't they?
They were, yeah. Yeah, very nice.
They were really helpful. I didn't feel like they were judging me or not understanding me or anything like that. They were all really good. Really.
Yeah.
And so the social services obviously worked for the council, but the therapist that came out worked for the hospital I worked for. So when I went back, I contacted their team manager and let them know that how good they were.
Yeah, yeah. What about the psychiatrist then? Did you find her helpful?
The psychologist, she was fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved her as well. I could have done with her as being my friend forever.
Yeah. Well, this is it. You're just sort of abandoned, really, aren't you? Because you've got nobody really keeping tabs on you or making sure you're okay, or not like the old days. You'd probably have had district nurse popping in, just seeing if you're okay.
But I do have I'm still under the ME clinic.
Yeah.
So they'd every sort of 12 weeks, I think, I have an appointment with them, a check-in.
Yeah.
But I've been really lucky with that though, because you normally get 10 appointments.
That's right.
So if you think my first appointment was supposed to be like during COVID in 2020, we're on 2026 now.
Yeah.
I've had loads of appointments.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm not improving or getting any better. They don't want me to just feel like I've been even though they've said themselves there's nothing else we can do for you. I follow all their advice and everything.
It's just one of those illnesses that there's nothing anybody can seem to do anyway.
And then sometimes I get fed up and I think, I don't want to talk to anybody anymore about it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of going on talking to you about it.
Yeah. But the mental health aspect of it is debilitating as well.
Yeah.
Because, for example, you've missed out on all the family get-togethers and things like that. Can you remember what happened when your cousin was getting married? Can you remember?
No.
When she was getting married? So they still send you invitations, don't they? Even though they know you're not going to come. Yeah. So this niece of mine was getting married, and so they invited Martina as well.
That's right.
But because we thought if we book 3 nights in the hotel, so we can have a day for you travelling, a day for you to rest, get plenty of rest, and then maybe you could come down for the meal or something like that. So, but because she's got a nut allergy, we had a load of trouble because they wanted to put, was it pesto?
Pesto in loads, oatmeals.
On all the meals, and nobody in the room would be able to have anything to do with nuts because of Martina, because she can smell it a mile off and have an immediate reaction.
Well, if there's especially peanuts in the room, my lips just start to swell anyway, don't they? So because I'm already ill all the time, we didn't want nuts being an issue. Yeah. So we told them how it all going to be.
Yeah. I suggested they use basil and no pesto. Did all that, everything, and then she didn't go because she wasn't well enough. And when we got there, we were sat near the toilet because they thought it'd be handy for Martina, because you'd have been in a wheelchair. And also the room they put us in, it was like walking into a hospital room with a disabled bed, toilet, the works, and we were in there for 3 days. I thought it was a Rotherham hospital.
It was least accessible for you.
It was very, very accessible. So the family still ask you.
Yeah, they still ask me, and that's nice to be asked. My son Gabriel misses out on all the family things too because I'm not going.
Because it's hard on him, because we've seen it before with your auntie who had MS and the effect it had on her daughter. Because you can't rely on your mum to go to, like, when Gabriel was still at college, any parents' evenings.
When he was at school, parents' evenings, because I started being ill when he were at end of school, wasn't it? And he really wanted me to go that time, and I went in wheelchair. Oh, what I remember is everybody said how great Gabriel is, but it was kind of overshadowed because I saw all mothers that kids had grown up with Gabriel, and I'm sat in that wheelchair, and I felt awful. Felt like I felt like I was in a zoo, and they were all looking at me and whispering to each other, "What's the matter with her?"
Yeah, she's just crazy.
She's just nuts. She's an attention seeker. She's a lazy attention seeker.
I've been in a wheelchair once or twice when I did my metatarsal bone and or after the bowel operation. Actually, I had to have a wheelchair, and I like it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't bother me as much now being in it.
Yeah,
it was a lot at the beginning when
you feel like you've got an arrow over your head. Look at this.
And do you know what? Really, it don't bother me being in it now. But what winds me up the most is how many people say sorry to you.
Yeah,
constantly turning around. They can be over in another aisle, and they just turn the corner, and you're halfway down, and they go, "Oh, sorry," like they're in your way.
Yeah,
I can't bear it.
It'd be worse in Ireland, that, you know.
Would it?
Oh God, yeah, because they're always like, if somebody bumps into you, you say to them, "Oh, sorry," and they've done it. They're terrible for it.
But other than people constantly apologising, it doesn't bother me so much being in it now. And I think that's all to do with, especially leaving work.
Well, you had to use your motorised for work.
When I first went back to work, like in early days, I was using my mobility scooter, wasn't I? And I found that so embarrassing. I think because I was like, before this, I was dressed outgoing. I was outgoing. I mean, some days I went to work dressed like a Victorian woman just because I felt like it that day. So I would always be dressed up and really outgoing and swan around the office like in Green Wing and talking to everybody. And everybody used to say, "Oh, we always can know when you're here. We can hear you laugh down corridor."
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
all this stuff, and then to go back and be like, just horrible feeling like this.
Then everything's a problem. Getting through the doors are a problem. Getting your stuff upstairs,
going to the toilet.
Everything's a problem.
Everything was real. Felt like the whole experience of going into work it was all. I only went in twice a week for a couple of hours each time, but both times it felt like I was walking through mud. Everything, my whole body felt like I was in mud, and everything was so hard. Then that would wipe me out for days. So then we went to the plan of not going in at all.
Yeah, working from home,
and that still didn't help, did it? And then I felt more psychological pressure because I was having to rely on people being in the office to do bits for me that I couldn't physically be there for.
Guilt trip.
And guilt, and that I'm putting on everybody. And then you work extra hard because you think you want to show that just because you've got a disability don't mean that you can't do your job. Well, thank God all that's over.
Yeah.
So all that relief has been like a release to me, really.
Yeah.
Right, so shall we have a break?
Yes.
So have you found anything that helps when you are having the symptoms flare up? Anything that you do, or
what, for my insides?
Yeah. Is there anything you can do? Drink gin, maybe?
I drink a lot of gin, but I have a hiatus hernia, so I end it with acid. I don't think there is anything.
No.
I can sort of like take, say in the morning, 2 loperamide, which is the generic name for Imodium.
Yeah.
I have that on prescription. And when I was working as a lecturer, I was taking 9 of those a day just to get me through the day.
I remember, Kat, wasn't it? Coming to visit you, and you showing me the toilets that you're allowed to use.
Yeah, I managed to secure a toilet because I didn't want to end up in there for hours on end with students coming in. So say we're going somewhere, I can take 2 Imodium before we go, but that doesn't necessarily stop it if I have something and it thinks, I'm getting rid of this, I'm not having this. So,
well, I suppose your preparedness then is not to go places or do things, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
it puts you off, doesn't it?
I take
you do stuff, but
yeah, I do, because I always worry about getting agoraphobia. I remember one particular time when we lived in Epworth in Lincolnshire, and my middle son Justin had done a party for me in South Yorkshire, and we tried to get off that estate 3 times where we lived, and 3 times I had to go back to the toilet. And I phoned Justin, and I thought, I'm not going to say I'm not coming, but I said I'm going to be a couple of hours late. And so I waited till it gets to the point where we call it the bucket of water, when every single thing comes out, and I went, right, I'm going now, because I won't let it get the better of me at all. I won't, because otherwise I'll never go anywhere. So
which is what I wish I could be like with mine, but we know that they don't work
energy
with mine.
I know. I know,
because I'd love to be able to just think, right, you bugger, I'm going to do this. But then it has a knock-on effect, doesn't it?
Yeah. So do you find anything helps?
So when I'm really poorly, I find that having a magnesium bath salts, is it?
Oh, right, yeah.
Gary will run it for me, and just lay in that, and that'll help relax my muscles. Listen to some relaxing music, and put my eye mask on and have a dark room. So I'm just currently putting together a little bag to try for me to get out and about a bit more, where I can sit in the car maybe when drive to the beach and just stay in the car,
because we're only a quarter of an hour away from a beach.
So it's just to try and get me out of the house, but not to actually do anything at that point when you get there. But I think there's a safety blanket. If I have a little bag that I can take every time I go in the car, it might just help. When I'm going to put in like a neck pillow, one of them that you put around for when you're travelling, an eye mask, some sensory earbuds, because they're helpful. I'm going to put a little bottle in to fill with water. So it's got all tablets and things like that. So it's like a little rescue pack of, or even just something to dampen all the senses if we're going somewhere, so that I'm not overstimulated with visuals or sounds, or so that by the time I get there, hopefully I've bypassed some of the journey in the hopes that I can then just sit on the bench at the seaside. So that's my little...
We're lucky that we're not that far.
We're really close.
And you like a massage?
And I like a massage by you,
shoulder massage, that helps.
So they're my type of soothing things I'm up to, which brings me into my recommendations this week. I've done 2 playlists.
Oh, that sort of recommendation.
Yeah. I've done a nice relaxing playlist that I like to listen to, just sort of 10 songs long, so they're not too long for people to listen to. And one's my relaxation one, and I've done one of all the songs that are stuck in my head at the minute, going round and round. There's about 10 songs that I'm constantly singing. Earworms. So I thought I'll put them on a playlist, and then other people can have an earworm too. So I'm going to link those into the description. So have you got anything that you've been watching that you're enjoying?
I like calm, uplifting, feel-good things, because I just think the world's bad enough. You don't want to watch anything.
And it's always nice to have something like that to watch.
So I particularly liked Leonard and Hungry Paul.
Yes.
Which they hardly ever advertised it.
No, I've never seen it advertised.
No.
That's on the iPlayer, isn't it?
So that's BBC
That's
then.
BBC,
And it was six parts.
Yeah.
And it's about, I'd say it's about a really nice friendship relationship he had with his friend who was called Hungry Paul because he ate a lot, although he was really thin.
I know, I never understood why he was called Hungry Paul when I watched that show.
And also the girlfriend, because it was a bit of an oddball boy, Leonard, living with his mum, who then dies
early on. Yeah, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah, so
he has good at giving spoilers.
Yeah, I'm very good. So he has to negotiate life without her
on his own. Yeah, because she was his best friend, a bit like Norman Bates.
Yeah,
a boy's best friend's his mother. That's what he says.
Yeah, he looked like the brother in what's that, Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, he looked like his brother, didn't he?
I can't remember what his brother looks like
and everything.
Now.
Yeah, he reminded me of him. But also they did Tetris. Yeah. That's another feel-good thing.
That's always on the iPlayer, isn't it? You can watch it all the time.
And that's about a friendship and a quest. Yes. So I like that.
It's lovely.
And then there's a new thing out, but it's a bit darker, called Waiting for the Out. Yes. But I like the main character because he's got OCD. Yes. Which I've got a little bit of, not as bad as him. But it amuses me when I see him doing things.
The same things.
I do that. I check the window constantly, and I check the doors.
I've not seen him before. Is he maybe a stand-up comedian, do you think?
I don't know.
Sometimes they write things like that.
And he teaches philosophy, which I did philosophy at uni, but he teaches philosophy in a prison, which the best teacher I ever had, Peter Ward, used to do that. Because Steve, my husband, yesterday was saying, well, I don't think they'd be teaching philosophy in a prison. And I went, that's what Peter Ward did. Yeah. And I said, but he was so riveting.
He was.
They'd have loved him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a good one as well. So those three
Talking of lovely things to watch, I watched Christmas All Creatures Great and Small
yesterday.
Did you?
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I did. Gary didn't watch it with me. That's my husband, Gary, because he's not ready yet with Ollie passing. Now a lovely dog.
Dalmatian.
Yeah. And it did make me cry.
Yeah, it was very sad when she started singing to a goat.
So, yeah, but it was lovely as always. I love that programme. It's so nice. Yeah. I can't wait for a new series.
Yeah. You still keep thinking, is he going to go with the housekeeper?
Housekeeper, yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm sure they're building up to it.
Yeah, they are. Not like the real one, though. The actual housekeeper they had, who wouldn't have been bothered about her. But so that's about it, is it?
Yeah, that's it. That's us
I think
done.
The only thing we've not mentioned is what me and Gabriel say about when we're talking to you.
Yeah.
And you make us feel like the most boring person on earth because she falls asleep.
If they were talking to me, you or Gabriel, and halfway through what you're saying, I've got my eyes shut.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to Gabriel. I'm sorry, love, but you're sending me to sleep.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go. Yeah. It's horrible saying that, but at least you
David
both understand.
Attenborough does that to me. I can't listen to David Attenborough actually. But then the other one is when you've got tinnitus and you cringe when people talk to you. Cringe.
Yeah. My tinnitus is weird. It's not like a normal tinnitus, is it? It's like it's that one that goes with you, like shooing, whooshing noise.
It's your heart,
with your heart, yeah. It's something to do with. I've looked it up before in ME, and it's
but
something to do with that.
I got when we talked about things, I got you those little stick people at Christmas, didn't I?
A great pack that there's a lady, and I'm not sure what was wrong with her. And she said she medically retired in her early
28, 20s. Yeah.
So I'll have to look it up.
And it's an invisible illness that she has, and people don't understand. So she's publishing these little stick pictures to illustrate things. And the one that tickled me I think it's a stick man with his hands over his ears, and it says, "I don't want to talk to people today." And I said to Martina, we'll have to get this little plastic thing outside the door, and she could slot these cards on the front to say whether she wants visitors or not.
No visitors today.
Yeah.
Here we are. I've got Hannah Ensor.
Yeah, because you're going to send this pack to the ME clinic, aren't you?
Yeah, because now I've read it, and
yeah,
obviously a lot of it is what they do at the clinic.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be useful for somebody who doesn't go to the clinic.
Yeah, probably.
Actually.
Yeah.
So I could do with forwarding that on to somebody who's got ME that can't access clinics. Because I know in Scotland they don't have ME clinics.
No.
And a lot of places in England don't have them actually. But I'll have a look at how I can get them onto somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So thank you, Mum, for joining me today. Hopefully you'll join me again.
I will, yeah.
In the future.
Yeah.
Good. Right, thank you.
All right then.
Bye. Bye. So there we go. That was episode 3 with my mum. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out my playlist, which hopefully, fingers crossed, I've linked successfully to the description in Spotify. I'm hoping to get another episode in this month. Maybe a little bonus episode as well. My plans are pretty loose, as they have to be when you've got a chronic illness. But I'm definitely going to do an episode every month. So there'll be a definite full episode once a month. And everything else is just a bonus that I'll try and do stuff to bridge the gap. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you for episode 4.